Thanks very much. Hopefully just take a few minutes of everyone's time just to talk a little bit about the Mulcom solution, and also something that's I'm very passionate about, which is our ESG initiatives and how we support our clients in their ESG and CSR initiatives through the use of technology. And I know this is a really, really hot topic. So I'm going to crack straight on just to give a very basic overview. For those of you who haven't heard of Mulcom, we are industry standard across 23 different countries in terms of tenant communication and property management across all asset classes. We work across 23 different countries. The product's available in 17 different languages. We've actually just launched and expanded into the Middle East and into Africa and South Africa, which we're very excited about. And we've grown substantially over the last few years. One of the key USPs around Mulcom is how we get such a high take-up rate from tenants and users. And ultimately, that's what's really important. When you build a connected environment, it allows you to do so much with it. And I'm going to give you some examples of that today. Ultimately, at its very basic level, Mulcom is full stakeholder communication all in one place. It's business-to-business communication with all your tenants, occupiers. It has a B2C option, so you can engage with consumers within a shopping environment. And as buildings and places start to become truly mixed use and communities start to build, Mulcom is the platform from which that community is available to everyone. It's always available technology. It's your shop window, your always on technology. And we work very hard to make sure we get results in real time and data in real time. When you send a message out on Mulcom, you can see who read that message, when they read it, what device they read it on, what tenant do they work for, are they a manager, are they a staff member, and you can see that instantly. There's a mobile app version, which is free to download for your tenants and users, as well as a desktop and web and mobile website version. And I guess one of the key things is that you may or may not have heard of Mulcom, but you've probably heard of one of our apps or one of our clients, in terms of the fact that we white label our solution across all different platforms, across all different asset classes, all different asset sizes. We work with Unibail Rodamco Westfield, Mall of America, Savills Property Management Company. And one of the key things for us is making sure we deliver relevant information to relevant people at relevant times. So the way our platform is set up means that you can break up your property into many different ways. And that means that you can send information just to these specific distribution groups. But not only that, you can actually change the way that the platform looks, feels, accesses, what types of information are even available, depending on who you are, what type of tenant you are, whether you're a customer, what type of stakeholder you are within that property or mixed use environment. So what that does is it creates this real opportunity to bring together everyone who interacts with your destination, regardless of their role, regardless of what they do. They're able to utilize the system. It adds value to the property and to the location by offering access to key services for connected tenants, ensures that operations are well managed and measurable. It builds strong relationships between people, brands, and places, and it optimizes the effectiveness of your support staff. We have many different modules and applications that come with the Mulcom platform, from facilities management, operations, data collection, loyalty, driving retailer sales. And of course, it saves on resources and facilitates that sharing of data, which is so important, and reporting. And one of the things, as I said, I want to just really focus on, because to go through the whole Mulcom platform would need a lot more than 10 minutes. But what I like to focus on today is something, as I said, I'm very passionate about myself, and that is ESG initiatives and why they're very important in the built environment right now. It's a huge topic. A lot of people are talking about this, and I wanted to just share some of our experience and how we're helping our clients to support their ESG initiatives. So I don't probably need to say that ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. And this is a reasonably new term where CSR was corporate social responsibility was very much the generic term for making sure that we promote sustainability and promote that corporate social aspect of what we do as building owners and operators. But ESG really takes that another step further and really makes it measurable goals and getting the data back out so that you can really achieve what you set out to do. And that's where technology can really support that process. Tenants and space users are looking for buildings to be sustainable. It's incredibly important. And that is why all of the top companies in the world are committing to their own ESG processes, initiatives, and objectives. Some of the things that Mulcom do is infinitive, but for today, I just want to focus on some very short examples of how we support our clients in these different ways. And we're very much focused on 4 different aspects: customers and tenants, local communities, sustainability, and employees. And if you think about all of your own corporate ESG initiatives, they probably fall into those 4 different categories. By looking and breaking those down, we'll start to give you some examples of how Mulcom really facilitates that. From a tenants and customer perspective, it allows you to promote that healthy and safe environment. Everybody wants to know that the place they're working, the place they're shopping is a safe environment. It's particularly important at the moment and will continue to be so. We also want to make sure that we can support tenants and staff with health and well-being support and information. The last 18 months have been incredibly tough for a lot of people, particularly retail staff and people in the leisure industry. And we want to make sure that we're able to support them by promoting aspects of health and well-being, telling our users how they can get support, how they can actually get access to the different areas of support that they can have. And then adding innovation with tech integrations and digital workflows, being able to support our wide network of users through that tech integration aspect. From a local communities perspective, this is also very important. Places and buildings are the heart of the community in most cases. And Mulcom allows you to support your local employment by allowing people to post job vacancies, distribute that content, support those local initiatives, support local charities and local promotions, and also promote that positive impact that your buildings are making on the community. All of the great things that you do within your destination are really important to be able to promote that and allow people to understand how that is going, what they can do to be involved. Sustainability is, of course, a huge topic, and there's lots of technology solutions that will measure carbon footprints and all these different things that you can do. But there's also some very basic things that everyone can do. Mulcom allows you to eliminate paper-based processes, digitalizing workflow process, anything from getting access, eliminating the form you have to fill in to get access to the building, collect energy data from tenants, collect and understand how that energy data is being used over time and how any energy consumption is being lowered, and promote initiatives around waste reduction, plastic, recycling, and ensuring that everyone is aware of what initiatives are in place and what objectives we're trying to achieve. And then finally, employees. Most property companies have a very distributed network of employees. The very nature of the fact that we have different buildings and people working on-site and off-site means that we need to be able to bring those people together through the use of technology, promoting our initiatives on diversity and inclusion. And also, of course, something that we sometimes forget around facilitating the applications and awareness around employee development and programs. These are just some of the very key top-level opportunities that Mulcom are supporting their clients with. We're very passionate about ESG and CSR and corporate social responsibility. We ourselves do a number of things and have a number of initiatives that we run throughout the year, and we'd love to be involved and hear about your initiatives, your thought processes, what you're trying to achieve through your built environments. And anyone can contact me. I love talking about this subject. They can contact me on LinkedIn, all the usual social media channels, but also although I'm a techie, I still also make sure that you can give me a call as well. Thanks, Ruta.
Wow, thank you very much, David. I have a couple of questions for you, if that's okay.
Sure.
What effect did the pandemic have on, of course, the impact was massive on retail, but what did it, yeah, I can imagine that retail also saw, well, we need to do something with technology, with the solution that Mulcom has. What kind of conversations did you have in the last year?
It's been an amazing last 12 to 18 months for Mulcom. We've really supported a lot of our clients and new clients and grown our business substantially. I think one of the key things was actually being able to communicate whilst retailers were not on site. I think that was kind of a taken for granted that everyone was coming into the place every day, they were coming onto the property. And then, of course, when they weren't able to come onto the property, and even the people working in the shopping centers weren't actually available to come on the property. How do you keep that communication flow going? How do you let people know when it's safe to come in? Yeah. Whether they can park their car, whether they can actually get onto go into their shop. So removal of that kind of face-to-face interaction meant that technology was really, really successful.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, and then the second question I have: climate change, ESG, like you said, net zero buildings, healthy, smart buildings, all kind of topics that are getting more and more important for investors. Is this the perfect storm right now? And why is 2021 the year?
I think because it's raised awareness so much over the last year. I think actually having the lockdowns in all these different countries has made everyone realize that doing a little can actually do a lot for the environment. Yeah. And therefore doing a little is what, if everybody does a little bit, then they can be really successful in the grand scheme of things. We can be really successful as nations, as continents, to be able to really reduce our emissions, our carbon footprints. And what Mulcom's trying to do is help with a lot of those little things. We really support our clients and customers to do the most they absolutely can to reduce the waste and be more efficient in terms of their initiatives.
So we don't have to wait till 2050, we can start tomorrow or today.
We can start today, and in fact, a lot of people are already starting, which is fantastic. And just being able to get the data from what is actually happening is something that we perhaps never were able to do before. Yeah. And technology is allowing that to happen. We're able to measure, to monitor, to improve over time. We're collecting data from energy data, from property owners, from tenants across all different countries. And that's fantastic. It doesn't really give us much information and insight right now, but in a year's time or 6 months' time, we'll be able to look at that, create benchmarks and see. And I think that will be where property and developers and investors are looking to see that growth, is how are their buildings performing against other buildings, yeah, and against that benchmark.
Yeah, for sure. Well, last question I have, which call to action would you like to give to the people listening right now, or to real estate professionals?
Please reach out to me. Go to our website, www.mulcom.com. Feel free to email me or give me a call. We'd be more than happy to talk about your requirements, give you some case studies on how people are using the platform, and even show you a demo. Cool.
Well, thank you very much, David. Happy to have you with us this morning, and well, good luck this afternoon or evening with the football match.
Thank you very much. Yes, very excited about that. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.